Here are our art rooms. I'll stand in the middle of the room here and just give you a quick tour of, this is the larger space, and here we have a PDF exhibition, a printable exhibition, which I'll come back to. Through the door there you can see the studio room. Here's another printable exhibition, which I'll talk about in a minute, and through the window you can see the chapel. And here's some student work on the go. And as I scroll around, you can get an idea of the space. And here's an abstract painting from about 20, 30 years ago by a friend of mine who was at art school and I was at art school. And if I come back here, you can get back to our PDF exhibition. Now, I really like this idea. This is being promoted by an organisation called Tiger Strikes Asteroid, and it's a US, North American organisation with a presence in New York and Los Angeles, Philadelphia and other places, and it's an artists cooperative where they share studio space and gallery space, and they also work very closely with communities. And they operate and try and operate pretty much outside of the commercial gallery structure. And these exhibitions were an idea that came about because of the COVID crisis, where people couldn't get to art galleries or go inside them. And how about making an exhibition of artist work that you could print in your home from a PDF? And this is one of the exhibitions that came about. So if you're interested, look up Tiger Strikes Asteroid. And I'll show you this one over here. This is one I was involved in the summer. I can go back with the School of Visual Arts in New York as artists in residence. And again, you can download the PDF, you can print out the whole exhibition and display it in your room or in your place of work, or you can just select the pieces you like to print. There's information about the artists there. You can follow that information to find out more about their work. I'm very excited about this idea for our students now in this coming term, because we will be able to, I'm sure, create our own PDF printable exhibitions of work the students make and other work which we can share digitally to be printed up and, as I said, put in your room or in where you work, one or two images or the whole image. And I'll just walk through and take you into the studio. And here you can see some work on the go in the studio, a work from previous year. There hasn't been anyone here really since March. Stacks of canvases and a plan chest full of paper and card. And again, you're looking out through the window and the scaffolding to the chapel and the selection of art books. And over here, something which is dear to my own heart is that the students raise money from the Art Room Society, from the King's College Students' Union. That is, the Art Room Society raises funds from the King's College Student Union to buy art materials for people to use. And if they're here and they're out, these are crates of paints, acrylic paints, there's oil paint down there, different kinds of graphic media. If they're out, they're available for our student users to use. We have such a wide variety of practice here, from people who really make art as a delightful pastime or hobby, through to those who are contemporary artists in their own right, who have a contemporary practice. Some of our members have been to art school. Some have quite a sophisticated practice as undergraduates or postgraduates, but one or two of our fellows too are very fine practicing artists, and we show their work in this room when we can, which becomes an exhibition space, and we take away the floor protection, which is here for practical work, and set this up as a gallery, which is a pretty amazing opportunity, really, if you're a young artist and you're a member of King's, to show your work in our gallery. Okay, I'll finish up with just a last view as the iPad will correct its exposure to see the chapel through the art room's window. Thanks for listening to this very brief tour.